What's going on, everybody? It's WebsterStyle Brian Sapph from the NRW Checkpoint with another NRW React. And we are about to watch the trailer to the game that broke the internet. Broke the internet so much, they released it a day early because game designers' family want to be dropping and leaking pics. I'm like,
right.
We can't never have nice things. People,
that clout, man. It's a hell of a drug.
Yep. And I was like, dude, you really endangered somebody's livelihood just because you wanted to clout.
So
but anyway,
first. That's because you wanted to be first.
First. But if you don't know what we were talking about, I need to see the plush rock that you're living under. Because it has to be plush for you not to know what we're talking about. Of course, we're talking about the reveal of Grand Theft Auto 6. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Dag City. I like, because we're back in Vice City now. I like that they being 100 because there's a lot more black people that live in Miami than major outlets like the show.
Who it is?
Rocking everywhere. This is the part that was looking dope to me. They got all the social media stuff in there.
Right.
The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust.
Okay, first of all, you don't have two characters that are criminals talking about trust. You already know somebody gonna betray somebody during the course of that game. It's guaranteed.
I'm like, they should have kept that one line out of the trailer. You done gave away the whole story. Hey?
Right. You know what's going to happen. Can we talk about the haters, man?
Let's, because I'm confused.
I'm confused. Look, I understand how there's some people that are like, they don't like female protagonists, or I should say this. In my personal opinion, I think that a lot of the more recent games that we've gotten, where they've had female protagonists, they've been very weak from a story perspective. And that's only highlighted even more because it's a female protagonist. It's like, oh, the game sucked because the female. It's like, no, the game was shit. The story was shit. Can I curse? Too late now. Like Forspoken. Right. That game did that story did that character no justice. The dialogue did the character no justice. It had nothing to do with her being female. It just made it worse that she was a female.
Right.
And so all those stereotypes and tropes people got to play into. And the fact that people are like, oh, it's a female protagonist. I'm like, who cares? Is the game good? Look, do you really care if it's a good look? First of all, at least it's another thing. I don't know if you end up watching like people's commentaries and stuff on games, and there's this ugly female trope going around. I don't necessarily disagree because I do think that a lot of these games come out, they are. We talked about what Mary Jane looks like in the Spider-Man game.
Yes.
So I think there's a conscious thing about that. Again, whether you think they're ugly or not, those standards are different than what we would expect. Hell, Mary Jane looks different than she did in the first game.
Right.
Okay, so I say all that to say, at least this character isn't quote unquote ugly. So at least they don't have that to talk about either. But I'm like, okay, they're female. Look, how many TV shows have we gotten over the years? We got the show that was on USA, the Queen of the South, joint. We got the show come out on Netflix soon, Griselda, whatever. All of these television shows, movies that have female criminals who, and their female criminals are very well written and very believable and engaging. Why would you talk about a character because she's female if you've never played? The game comes out in 2025. We got at least a year and a half before we even sniff this game, before we find out any real details about this game. And you're like, oh, it's woke because a female person. Like, dude, it's a game. Judge it on its merits. Forspoken. Again, I hate to be that used as a whipping bag, but people don't like that game because it sucked, not because the protagonist was a female.
Right.
Like I don't remember anybody talking about the game like, oh, it's another female protagonist before it came out. Only after it came out and it sucked, it was used as, oh, it's part of the woke agenda and it's a female character, and that's why the game's like, no, the story was shit.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
That's what it comes down to.
The voice acting was horrible. The dialogue, it has nothing to do with that, but that's what the narrative of some of these trolls and I'll call them trolls on the internet go. Sorry, because I literally saw that today and I'm like, really? People, this is a thing? I was really surprised that this was a thing for GTA 6. Like, this is a conversation with GTA 6.
Yeah, because a lot of today's gamers, they are, for lack of better word, they kind of sexist. They young, angsty, boys, young men. Like, for whatever reason, when white kids get a hold of something, I don't know. There's a certain level, there's a certain age group across all races, right? Where it's like really, what's the word? I hate it. They take a hold of things and they just like, it's gotta be boys and keep the girls out, and I don't know. It's a gamer thing specific.
You know what? I only know. I understand what you're saying, but this is the thing. The average gamer is like my age.
But the average people,
and that's what makes it worse. Like, dude, really? you're like 40 years old. It's not all playing games, but like you really want to get on the net. Like, this is what you want to talk about. Like, this is really what you have time for. As a 45-year-old gamer, I'm like I do this for fun, and we do this, so we talk about it. But that would have never entered into my mind unless I'd seen somebody else talking about. I'm like, really? That's a thing?
It's in large part, at least in my opinion, it's in large part due to the fact that the average gamer is not
female
on social media in the way that, like I said, these younger kids are, who just got everything to say about everything. These are the same kids that are like, oh, they hate Marvel movies and all this because it's not source material, and these are the same things kids who complain about things not being canon. And you just talked about the whole ugly female trope, that whole situation, because it's like girls don't want to be sexually objectified, so they try to make these characters a lot less sexually appealing. But then the guys are like, we want to see titties and ass, so like, what's the big deal?
But to that note, the girls are complaining too,
which is fair, because they still want to be shown in a good light, and that's the trick there. That's the balancing act you have to play when it comes to being this quote unquote woke world where things are like blah blah blah. But then it's just dumb at the end of the day, because it's a fictional character. It don't really matter what the fuck the character look like. You gonna play this character or not? Like, are you interested in playing the game, or are you saying, oh, okay, well, I wish it had a penis, so never mind, I'm just not gonna buy this game.
It's a digital character. It's a digital character. You don't know if it has a penis.
Right. Exactly.
You don't know what it is.
It's
a digital character.
That's the word I was trying to.
This is funny.
There's a certain age, there's a certain demographic within the gaming community who make the gaming community a boys club, and that dictates a lot when it comes to these things, because they be the most vocal online. I don't give a fuck about this character being a girl. GTA has had girls in it before. If you play if you play online GTA, you can be a girl character. Like,
right.
That's not an unfamiliar concept to the game, and I actually think it'll be better because this is game 6, and we just now getting a female protagonist or a woman protagonist. Like, this is time for stuff like this to happen. I don't think people understand, like, these companies, they have to write stories and they have to create their games with their entire fan base in mind. It can't just be the little white boys in the flyover states that sit around and game all day that these industries appeal to. Yes, you have money. Yes, you running up mom and dad's credit cards and you buying all kind of shit and you buying these games. Cool. But at the end of the day, you're not the only person playing the game. They have to make a game that's appealing to everybody. And luckily for women are appealing to everybody. So it's just a no-brainer. If you don't understand that, then you at somewhere you lost in the sauce, and grass needs to be within your reach. Because it just don't make sense to be mad about the sexual orientation of a mythical, fictional, whatever word you want to use, a character. We're not even going 9 times out of 10. We're not even going to see any body parts in a explicit way on this character. It's going to be like, so what you complaining about? Like you said, we don't know if the male characters have penises, and you don't know if the women characters actually have vaginas. It's code. It's just code. It's to endear you to the game. So, like, just play the game.
This is what people don't understand. You want to tell diverse stories. You can't tell diverse stories if your archetypal character, or if your main character is always the same sort of archetype.
Exactly.
It doesn't allow for diverse stories. You can tell the story of a criminal and have her be female, and then you have her journey as being a female. But come on now, like, say we start off in jail. Okay, we start off in women's prison.
Okay.
That's something totally different. Like, how many times have we seen, a male protagonist in these sort of games in prison? We know what to expect. In prison, in a male prison. A female prison is something, to my knowledge, we really haven't seen in games. We're not saying this is what happens, but again, that's a new story that we don't usually see. And then to wrap it up, my biggest question about it is what are they going to do with GTA 5? Because that is literally still 10 years out, a money printing machine, and I don't see it going anywhere in a year and a half to 2 years before Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. So what are they going to do that, especially since it has literally gone from the 360 PS3 to the Xbox One PS4 to now the Xbox Series systems and PS5? That one game has gone 3 different generations. And now you're going to bring out a new one. What are they going to do with that? That is a big question I have, especially with the online component. How are they going to migrate players over from GTA 5 online or GTA Online to GTA 6 online? That's a big question I have.
I actually think they're not going to try. I think they're going to let the players migrate on their own and find what they appreciate about GTA 6 and just leave GTA 5 open as long as it's going to bring in money. And the reason I'm saying that is because Final Fantasy 14 is an not incredibly old, but it's been out for quite some time. People still play that, like, religiously, and it's more so due to the online component and everything like that. But if GTA 6 doesn't even launch with an online component, which I don't see that happen, I just think it'll be different than what 5 has to offer. Like, maybe GTA 6 will have some kind of, like, you can play the story in a co-op. I don't know. Either way, I don't think they're gonna try. I think they're gonna let GTA 5 be what it is. If it slowly dies out, it slowly dies out. If it becomes a thing like Final Fantasy 14, where it could just live and exist and people just love playing it, even though they're continuing to put out games past that, that's fine. I don't know, because you bring up money, and that's what they want. So,
and Rockstar loves money.
Yeah.
Money.
Why would you try to shift everybody from one game to another game if you could just have everybody play both games? Right. I would, if they were smart. Well, I'm not gonna say if they were smart, because they gotta be.
Rockstar is smart, and
I would say, they are. Yeah. But I'm saying, what I was getting ready to say is, I think what will probably make the most sense from a capitalist standpoint is to make sure people understand that you're not going to get the same type of online accessibility in 6 that you can in 5. So it'll make people still play 5 for all the things that they love about it online there, and then they'll still play 6 for whatever reason, just to have the new games. I don't know.
Well, 2 things. Rockstar is smart, but they're also greedy. So they're finding a way to get people's money. They don't play.
Definitely.
But that's our take on Grand Theft Auto 6. Let us know what you think in the comments about all the controversy around the game. And of course, you're with Nerds of the World. Make sure, controversy. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at the NRW, on Instagram at New Release Wednesday. Of course, you're currently on YouTube, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe.